All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. Now let's get into this little short that I just seen the other day on YouTube. I sent it to the chat to some of the brothers to let them know and see. I even put it up on the community post. Let brothers see some of this, get their thoughts on it. But I didn't see any brothers, do any videos on it. So, hey, strike while it's hot. So I put this up there, and when you watch this, it's short. It's 24 minutes. You watch this, oh boy, the scriptures just come to mind. And that's why we always tell you that these people who make these movies and make these Hollywood movies and whatnot, Hollywood producers, whatnot, they're into the scriptures, on in a left-hand mode. Let me say it like that, because when they're when they're making these movies, they're adding things in that we can see in the scriptures. Okay, the mandatory lockdowns, all these type of things. It's written about that in Ezra. Okay, and in Isaiah chapter 24, if I'm not mistaken. So, these things are in the scriptures. This is prophecy. Okay, so when we see these things being defenders for the truth, for the doctrine, we have to speak about them. And we have to give, alert to the brothers. Like, there was another movie just the other day, me and the brothers, just today we were talking about it. But I put it up, I think like a day ago or two. And some of the brothers, I think, watched the movie. And they were like, yeah, that was a Yapa movie, man. You could see, once you have the understanding, it's meat from the bones, man. Simple and plain. And what I'm basically saying is Esau, Edom, he knows about these events. The top elite, they know that this is going to happen, okay? And you might have some of those writers who don't really believe, but they take these things out of the scripture and put them on screen, okay? So going into this, here it is right here. Animated short film, okay? 3D animated short film, not too distant, but a dystopia. Dystopia is opposite of a utopia, okay? Dystopic future, dystopic future. And we're going to go into etymology and some words real quick too. It speculates on the potential consequences of infamous Great Reset, the infamous Great Reset, medical tyranny, woke culture is bullshit, green agenda. Yeah, that woke culture shit is just bullshit, man. It's just soon enough they flip it on you. Everything that the World Economic Forum, is planning for us, right? And they're telling you right here, man. But you're gonna see it as a animated short film, so you're gonna think in your mind, oh no, that's just cartoon. Well, I got an alarm ringer for you. A lot of all those truths and things they throw into a cartoon, okay? They throw it in there because you're not gonna take it serious, and what's gonna happen? They're gonna call you conspiracy theorist. They're gonna call you a nut. Oh, this guy believes everything he sees on TV. That type of shit, They destroy the poor with lying words, man. Okay. So going into this, this right here lines up with. Oh wait, before I even get into that, well, no, you know what? I'll let that play out. So in this short film, as they say, okay, you can see the blame game. Lamentation, the parting. People lamenting, right? In this also too, you see the mandatory lockdowns, okay? And after we're gonna get into, because I label it 2, 1, and 3 for a reason. When you watch it, you'll see what I mean. The wiles of Satan, okay? Because these guys, after a while, he starts reminiscing about the good times that he had, okay? He starts reminiscing. This goes into 2. And he starts reminiscing all the good times. They used to take, road trips, go in the country, hang out. Him and his wife right here, chilling out, burning marshmallows, as they say, right? And this, it's an everyday thing. All of a sudden it pops up, the we or whatever it's called. They pop up giving suggestions about what they want to do. You know what I mean? So they're in the mind of, hey, our houses shall continue on forever type mindsetting. And here it is, Esau Edom. He's giving them instructions for what's going to happen in the future, right? So he's trying to tell his wife, and his wife, like I said, call him a conspiracy nut and all this type of stuff, right? Because at first, like I said, they're having a great old time, but this is him reminiscent of it. They're having a great old time, they're out doing stuff. Then boom, this situation comes up later on in the future, right? Down the pipe, right? So in this mindset there in Psalms 49 and 11, the inward thought is that their houses shall continue on forever. So they never seen this approaching in that sense, right? Here it is, like I say, he giving them instructions. His wife, she's saying that ain't gonna happen, you're crazy. And she goes, look at the stock market. So as you see the stock market right there, it's on high. You know what I mean? What does it say right here? Breaking news. Case numbers are soaring, going into you know what. Lockdowns remain in place, right? And as you can see, she points to the NASDAQ, the stock charts. And it shows that it's going up, right? As you can see there, right? May 8th, or what does that say? November 8th, November 12th. So it's showing that it's going up, right? So she's like, you're crazy, okay? You're nuts. Something's getting into your mind, because he's talking about, as they would say, conspiracy theory talk, right? So he's like, yo, I've been hearing about this great reset. Here it is right here. And up at night, he's studying. In between here and here, he's up at night reading and studying up. And so he brings it to his wife attention. She's like, you're crazy, man. Stop talking that junk. Look, stock markets are good. Everything's good. And then boom, she's like, fuck it. I'm out of here, man. You, I can't take you no more. So this is all the blame game, the pardon, just ready for, the lamenting, right? And then boom, what happens? Going back into one, right? Here it is, these mandatory lockdowns, okay? Attention all citizens, your district is contaminated. You will be evacuated immediately. Please take only necessary belongings and step outside your homes. You will be transported to a safe location. So all of a sudden, went from happy old days way back in here, just living in the day, working, and the crunch time is coming. He's reading about it. His wife tells him she's crazy, tells him look at the stocks, and she says, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go leave you for some other dude. Okay, go leave, because you're gonna end up in the same situation or even worse. So she leaves. What happens? Boom, right away, emergency. Like I said, all citizens. This is the beginning of the mandatory lockdowns, right? So here it is. You see him getting on the bus. He's on the bus. They're transporting him to the new location, which might I add, these new locations is these concentration camps. Okay, so it's numbered C32, C31, C30, or 25, whatever. You get the gist. So they're transported to concentration camps, what we've been telling you guys about. Okay, a lot of these places like these Walmarts and shit you see getting shut down, these big mega malls and stuff getting shut down, and it's just empty. And people are reporting that they're hearing loud bangings and noise, and some people even go up and they even record it, and they can see rows of where they would be housing people, but it's chain link fences. Okay, so this is coming down the pipe. It's all in the scriptures, man. All in the scriptures. A man shall desire to go into a city and what? So here it is. Boom. Lockdowns. Lockdown in a concentration camp, Out there, he's waving to that next neighbor across the way. They can't even cross the street. because that's why their garbages and recycling bins are right here. Okay, because they're not allowed to even touch this ground down here. Okay, and on their roofs, this is a solar panel because they killed cows and they killed large portions of the rainforest. Okay, this is dystopic future. Remember the name. Under surveillance, they got its age, credit score, and might I remind you, the MOTB. Okay, the MOTB. And look what it says right here. Tracking. Okay, keep that in mind, man. So going back into this and this whole system, what they're pushing on the people. Let's go to the Internet of Things. Okay, the the interconnected via the Internet of computing devices embedded in everyday objects, MOTB, embedded in you. Okay, enabling them to send and receive data. Okay, if one thing can prevent the Internet of Things from transforming the way we live and work, it will be a breakdown in security. It'll be it could happen in most other ways. Solar storm, whatever, cyber attack, however. But anyways, which, could go into security. And, hey, that movie there, not Obliterated, is it? Obliterated is a good one too. That shows that society breaks down. The one I was just talking about with the brothers on the app Slack here. What the hell was it called again? Another World or something like that. Whatever. It's on Netflix. But so that's the Internet of Things. Anything that is in anything with via the Internet of computing devices embedded in everyday objects, enabling them to send and receive data. So anything that has a chip or set up to do that, like your stove, even down to your microwave, down to your hand, MOTB, your fridge, you know what I mean? Even your garbage opener, okay? Anything that's electronically hooked up that has Wi-Fi and a chip and any of those things, that's going to be part of the Internet of Things, which is damn near everything. Your door, everything. Your phones, everything, okay? Yep, 15-minute cities. That's what they're planning for all of us with this type of shit right here too. 15-minute cities. 15-minute city is an urban planning concept in which most daily necessities and services such as work, shopping, education, healthcare, and leisure can be easily reached by a 15-minute walk, bike ride, or public transit from any point in the city. Okay? This is what they're trying to do because that goes back into tracking. And that goes back into the Internet of Things. Okay? Remember, these concentration camps would just be a prompt. Meaning, you're not fit to go into the society that we're building for you to go into. We're gonna kill you right here at the door. You believe in Yahweh Shai? Kill him. You know what I mean? Oh, you believe in the Bible? Kill him. You don't want to take the MOTB? Kill him. Yep, and this is how this guy got paid. He didn't go nowhere. He didn't do nothing. They just sent him a universal, how do you call it? A universal payment, okay? And this is what they did to him, man. They sent him like 2 something. And this is what they started withdrawing, yo. At the end of it, he was left with fucking 5 digital dollars, man. Okay? From 2000. So they're basically saying that we're paying all your bills, we're paying everything for your food, everything that's going, we're taking care of everything for you. Just breathe air. Which goes into a central bank. This is all happening before your faces, man. What did this say? Central bank. CBDC, okay? Central bank digital currency. This is what he received, okay? Or a digital form of government issue currency that isn't pegged to physical commodities. they're issued by central banks, whose role is to support financial services for a nation's government and its commercial banking system, set monetary policies, and issue currency. So this is what they want to connect us to, man. Because when you're connected to the Internet of Things, all of this is going to come into play. You being in that 15-minute city, you being connected to the Internet of Things, them sending you money in your account, all of that. It's all going to be digital. Okay, and like I said, they just swiped it out of there. You owe anything, you anything. Boop, they boop, 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 boop. This guy didn't even go anywhere. Okay? They charge them for recycling, they charge them for food ration, clean energy, personal gas emissions. Well, I don't know. Climate change, the bullshit that they, come on, man. Diversity of what? Anyways, going back into this. So let's go into this word dystopia, of relating to or being in imaginal world or society in which people are or in which people led dehumanized, fearful lives, which people lead dehumanized, fearful lives relating to a character of dystopia. That's going into something else. Let's get, because it's right here. Dystopia relating to a very, very bad or unfair society in which there is a lot of suffering, especially an imaginary society in the future, or to the description of any of such a society. Goes in here, meaning dystopic, okay. Utopic describes a society that is Salakia, that's conceived to be perfect. Dystopia is the exact opposite. It describes an imaginary society which is not, they're building towards this, okay? This is in their mind. There's their hopes, aspirations. Society that is dehumanizing and as unpleasant as possible. So you get the picture, okay? And in this world, this is what they do. They knock out, this is them taking out acres of, what you would call it, the rainforest, okay? They started blaming climate problems on ear and cows, okay? They killed the cows, they chopped down forests, okay? They put up these solar panels, okay? They killed off the cows, like I said. And then here's the food rations that he's paying $400 for. They fly around, they drop them off by these drones, okay? And then right here, look, what they tell us? What they tell us that they want us to eat, man? Crunchy, dry locusts. Beyond food, beyond meat. Remember? Look. Crunchy crickets. Alright? This is what they want us to eat, man. Mealworms. Okay? Bugs. This is what they want us to eat. Okay? Yeah, you go look up a movie, Pulp Fiction, you can't watch it. Pulp Fiction is banned from our database for excessive violence and racist content. And then when he tries to look up a movie called 1984, he goes, that movie never existed. Wow. But this is the movies that they want you to watch. Drag culture. Okay? Snow White and the 7 not very tall individuals. Being, how do you call it? Politically correct, or however they want to fucking PC. Okay? And that's a dude there. All right, you know how this is. And then the next one, I didn't even want to show it. Forget that. So yeah, and forced, you know what? Okay, you'll be forced to take these as well. And this idiot, he went and took it. He fell into the yoki dope. Okay, and then look what happened to him. Dragging his ass out in a body bag. Okay, that was like a day later. Man came outside and he seen this biorecycling. Wow. So the man got all upset. He said, fuck this, I'm out of here. I'm tired of this, you know, tired of this society. I'm tired of this bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah, so going back into this, he got tired. He said, fuck this. I'm done with this place, man. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of all the crap. Broke it off his hand. Started flipping out. And as you see, squadrons started to come from, because not only from this side here, but on the other side of the screen here, there was a whole bunch more coming. And you never seen them after that. So let's get into the scriptures here real quick. The wicked has plans. NWO. Okay, and I put the link right there. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Start with the blame game, man. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, that's what's gonna happen, man. Actually, no. Let's go into this real quick. Matthew chapter 24 and 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as in the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and they knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right. And that's going back into he was remembering these days right here. They were eating, they're drinking, giving into marriage. Okay. Then all of a sudden this whole calamity just boom fell upon them. Okay. That's why the scriptures tell us that we're not as those who sleep, okay, and as drunk. All right. We're awake because we know that these things are coming. All right. Yeah, Psalms 49:11. Yep. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue. What they ask? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue on forever. Okay. Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue on forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They called their lands after their own names. Right. Their generations to all. Their dwelling places to all generations. Right. They thought that this was going to continue on. Living. This is why this woman flipped out on him. She goes, "Oh, you're fucking crazy. You're nuts." She goes, "Look, stock's still storing. What are you talking about, man? What you talking about?" Okay. And that's why she eventually got so in herself. She said, "Fuck it, I'm leaving, yo. This guy's a quack, as they say. He's crazy." All right. Well, not so. He knew something was coming. Luke chapter 12 and verse 52. Nope, 51. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. From hence there shall be five in one house. There shall be five in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son against the father, the mother against the daughter against the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Right, and that's what we saw with this situation, where she said, "Fuck it, I'm leaving." Okay, because the Lord is coming to set that division. Right, it ain't gonna be peace on earth. The Lord is coming with that sword, that destruction, that separation, like we just read there. Okay. So we're seeing these events taking off. We're seeing these things happen, and this is all what happened there is all scriptural. Okay. Matthew 10 and 34. Once again, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Right. That destruction, that separation. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Right, and that's what happened here. Okay, that's what happened here. That's why she said, "Fuck it, I'm out." She said everything's good, man. Psalms 49:11. What the hell's wrong with you? But this is what the Spirit is mustering within these times. And within these times that are going to happen, concentration camps, so on and so forth, etc., these things are going to happen, okay? Where people are going to be arguing in their own household about these things, okay? And then what? The calamity cometh right away, man. The calamity cometh right away because they weren't looking for it. They weren't expecting it, okay? Because back here, she had that peace and safety in her mind. She had that Psalms 49:11 type spirit, okay? Especially these women, right? She wasn't prudent. The Lord didn't open up her mind to see it. Joel chapter 2 and 28, you know? So the Lord opened this man's, I'm just speaking spiritually in a sense. The man's eyes were open to see what was coming down the pipe, okay? So she was very compliant to the system in a sense. Because she said, fuck this. This guy's crazy. He wants to do this. He's probably saying on the side, yo, honey, maybe we should go into the woods. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do that. And she's like, nah, I'm happy in my house. I like my house. What are you talking about? You know? Those are our vacation times. Are you crazy? You know? And then boom. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. But, and they shall not escape, right? Okay? But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Okay? Let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Okay? But we watching, okay? We keeping our eyes peeled. Because, like I said, 1 minute they're chilling, bam, mandatory, right here, mandatory lockdown's coming, okay? And that's what happened. So Isaiah chapter 10, and those mandatory lockdowns are part of draconian laws. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. That's why that guy flipped out. This is why the guy flipped out here at the end. Couldn't take it no more. He sees his neighbor get deaded. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck, all these people are falling into this bullshit indoctrination. And might I say, you can't do this with the MOTB. In my mind, spiritually, I'm looking at it like that, like he's trying to pull out the MOTB, because he's walking around in his apartment. He smashes the camera that they surveil him with. So after the camera goes, and he pops out that MOTB, they can't find him. They can't track him. It's no more of the Internet of Things. So when the police, because you could watch it for yourself. You could equate, let the spirit work with you, Because once he smashed this thing is like a tracker, okay? He was bashing it off his hand. He broke it. They put that on his hand. Look how red it is right there. And itchy and shit. Like, it don't look too right. Yo, that actually looks like a grievous sore. Remember in Revelation, it tells you about that. A grievous sore fell upon all the people. A cancerous sore. Pustful. That's how his hand looks. Tell me that's not how his hand looks, Akim. Hey, do you guys see that? It's like his veins are popping. You know when a so-called white person's skin is manged and fucked up? Yeah, that's how it looks right here. But going back into Revelation, remember, they took the chip, right? They took that, you see that great reset down there? They took the MOTB. Klaus Schwab, oh boy. Anyways, they took the MOTB and they got that sore, right? But you could be tracked by the MOTB. Same with this device. So, maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe he got away. Because once, let's just say with the MOTB, let's just say you cut off your hand or you cut that thing out of there, right? They can't find you. Okay, you're gone. This is why all of a sudden you see the police pulling up. Okay. But anyways, going back into this, yeah, that that's why this individual flipped out, because they